A+ Soft Tech IT Consult.
Alright, so this is a demonstration of an attendance management system. That is both QR code and then fingerprints to track the attendance of employees in a given organization. Now what we have over here is the login page for the attendance management system, where a username and then a password is required to log into the system. So when the right username and the password has been entered, you log into our system. Now this is an attendance management system, and then we have series of commands or series of things here that we would like to go through. Now this is the main dashboard page. Now in the dashboard page we have total employees, we have present on time, we have absent today, we have present but late arrival. Now this one checks what weekly attendance trends and then the department distribution. These are also recent activities that what will happen. All right, and then now here we have this month, this week, this month, last month, this quarter, and what this year. So it's also real time. It also checks real time. Now in the attendance management system, we go to employees. Now when we come to the employees, this place is going to check the total number of employees, that those employees that have been registered on the system, their details and everything will appear here. Now this add employee, what add employee does is that the total number of employees you have in your organization, this is where you are going to register them on the word system. Now when we come here, we have scan QR code. Now the scan QR code is where the actual check-in and then the actual checkout is going to be done over here using your QR code and then your fingerprint scanning. And now this is the scan result. That's recent check-in, recent checkout, and then clear scan, and so on and then so forth. Alright, so now let's continue. Now when we come here, the attendance shows the attendance in a particular day. That's the total number of employees present on time, late, absent, average working hours. So now the average working hours, it checks the average time when an employee checked in and then an employee checked out, the average time the employee worked. So it tracks all of these. It also exports the attendance in a form of PDF or in a form of spreadsheet or Excel, and it also generates reports also. All right, now this is also the date, that it checks the date of the attendance. Search employees also, you are able to search employees. I'm going to do the demonstration so you can stay tuned over here. Right, so now when we come to the report also, what the system does is that it also generates reports. That's overall attendance, total employee, average work hours, late arrival. It also checks the weekly attendance, department distribution, and it also checks what the department does. It draws a graph or shows the trends of the organization, that's the employee and organization. So you'll be able to know how things are going. All right, now when I come to the settings over here, the settings, the company's name, and then the settings. Now I want to explain a little bit about the settings. What the settings does, it checks the time. That's, you see, in an organization can have a start time at 9:30 and maybe an end time at 4:30. So it checks the time of check-in and the check-out. I did this in such a way that if maybe an employee checks in before this time, the employee is considered either present on time or late. And then this also checks out, that's the time an employee will be able to check out. All right, so now this is a quick overview of how it works. So now I'm going to give you a demonstration. I'm going to show you how it actually works. Now, in order to begin, or in order to check the attendance of employees, we would have to register employees in the system. So the number of employees in the system. So now with this tutorial, I'm going to register about 5 employees to the system, so that we are going to be able to check their attendance to see how it it works. All right, so first I would have to upload an employee. So now when I upload an employee, I have 5 different beautiful employees over here that I'm going to register them. So I take this one for example sake. So now I give him a name. So maybe I name him Emmanuel, maybe agent. All right, then maybe I give him a phone number, any random phone number or the employee's phone number, and then the department the employee finds him or herself. So maybe I give them the employees in maybe engineering department. Then the employee valid email address. So maybe Emmanuel, EMMANUEL at gmail.com. And then I generate the employee ID, or our employee ID is being generated for the employee. Okay, so I generate the employee ID. So this employee has a unique employee ID. And then the position, maybe in the organization, he's a programmer. And then I generate a QR code for him. So I generate the QR code for him. So this is his unique QR code. And then I register his fingerprint in the system. Now you can see that his fingerprint has been captured by my fingerprint scanner in the system, and then I click on register. So he said what local host says employee successfully was registered, meaning his details has been registered onto the system. So I then register another employee. Maybe I register this employee, then I name him as maybe Lawrence, maybe agent. Very good. I give him a number, his phone number, the department he or she he finds himself, so maybe marketing, and then a valid email address, maybe Lawrence at gmail.com. Now I'll generate an employee ID for him. Now the position, maybe he's an accountant in the organization. All right, and then I generate a QR code, his QR code, and then this is his unique QR code, and then I register his fingerprint using another finger of mine because I'm the one doing the tutorial, so I'm using a different finger of mine. Now his fingerprint has also been captured. Then I register. So now I have 2 employees in my system. So now I register another person. This one I'm going to register a female. Now I'm going to give him a name, maybe Priscilla, maybe agent. And then I give him a phone number, maybe 02, a phone number for demonstration sake. And then I give him maybe human resource, maybe Priscilla at gmail.com. And then I generate a unique employee ID for her. And then I give him maybe an accountant also. Then I generate a unique QR code for Priscilla. And then I also register her fingerprint. Okay. So now Priscilla's fingerprint has been registered. This Priscilla's fingerprint. Good. Now I register maybe another person. So you let me register like 4 people. So I call him maybe Benjamin. Maybe agent. All right. So now I give him maybe a phone number, department, operations, an email address, benjamin@gmail.com, and then a valid employee ID. Now a position, I can also give you maybe a programmer also, maybe, yes, QR code. I generate a QR code for him, and then I scan his or her fingerprint. Good. So now I have Benjamin's fingerprint also, and then I register. So now so far I've registered about 4 employees in the system. You let me register last person. Maybe let me name him maybe Sarah. Maybe agent. Alright. Maybe a teacher. So Sarah's fingerprint has also been captured. And then Sarah has been registered. So now when I go to my employees, I can see about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 employees has been registered in my in my system. Now I have here Sarah, I have Benjamin, I have Priscilla, I have Lawrence, I have Emmanuel. Now their roles, I can see Sarah's role is a teacher, Benjamin is a programmer, Priscilla is an accountant, Lawrence is an accountant also, and then Emmanuel is a programmer. Now their department, I can see here that Sarah is in the marketing department, Benjamin is in operations, Priscilla is in human resources, Lawrence is in marketing, and then Emmanuel is in engineering. Now their phone numbers, and then now their status, all of them are active. Now over here I can decide to edit an employee over here. So employee, maybe Sarah's position has been changed into maybe an accountant, and maybe she's active, inactive, or suspended. So maybe she's still active. Then I click on save. So you see that Sarah's role has been changed into an accountant. So this place is for editing the employee. And now I can search for an employee, maybe Benjamin, maybe Lawrence, maybe Sarah over here. And then I can also search with fields, maybe the fields name, email, phone number, department, role, status, etc. And then also this place tells me the QR code of the person. So maybe I'll begin to distribute their QR code. So this is maybe Lawrence QR code. When I click on it, now I have Lawrence QR code here. I can download Lawrence QR code in the form of PDF. Maybe in the form of PDF. So this is Lawrence QR code. I can download Lawrence QR code in the form of PDF. And then send it to Lawrence through WhatsApp. So this Benjamin's QR code also, Priscilla's QR code, and then Emmanuel's QR code also. Now in the system, I can delete an employee. Maybe if I want to delete Sarah, I just click on delete, and then I delete Sarah from the system, and then Sarah has been deleted from the system. So now I have 4 employees in the system. Alright, so now when I get to the dashboard also, you can see everything has changed over here. Total number of employees, we have 4. employees present on time, because I've not marked any register or I've not marked any attendance, is still present on time at 4 and at 0. Now absent today, now they are absent because by default, because I've not checked in any employee, they are absent by default, so it's 4. And then late on arrival to is what is 0. And then now you can see what the department distribution here also. You can see operations, the total number of people operations, that's what 1. You can see marketing as 1. You can see resources as 1, and then you can see what engineering as what as 1. Those are what the department of the employees in the system. All right, sure. So now I get back to my employee. Operations 1, human resources 1, marketing 1, and what engineering 1. All right. So now when I get to attendance, no attendance has been marked so far. So for today is what 9th September 2025. So for today, 9th September 2025, by default they are all absent. That's Benjamin is absent, Emmanuel is absent, Lawrence is absent, and then Priscilla is also what absent. All right, so now when we get to the report also is the same thing over here. No attendance has been taken. All right, so now we are about to take an attendance of the employees in an organization. So now in order to take the attendance of an employee, every employee has to have his or her own QR code. So every employee QR code will be sent to the person. So for now, for this tutorial's sake, I'm going to take a picture of all the employees QR code so that it will aid me in checking in and then checking out. All right, so now I take a picture of Benjamin's QR code. So Benjamin's QR code has been captured, and then I take a picture of Priscilla's QR code. Priscilla's QR code has also been captured. I take a picture of Lauren's QR code. Lauren's QR code has been captured, and then I take a picture of Emmanuel's QR code as well. Now Emmanuel's QR code has also been captured. So I have a picture of all their QR code. So now someone will raise a question that, so what if an employee's QR code has been sent to another employee to check in for him or her? How would the system be valid? All right, so if there is a case that an employee has the QR code of another employee to check in for the person, that's why it's called a two-factor authentication attendance management system. So if it's going to be accepted by the QR code, the fingerprint is distinct or unique to everyone. So the person is going to be captured, or the person is going to be captured by the fingerprint. Meaning, if someone checks in for another person using that person's QR code, because everyone has a unique fingerprint, the person will not be able to check in for that person because the person doesn't have that person's fingerprint. If I'm right, yes.
For more information and also to reach us, please contact the numbers on the screen. You can also reach us through our social media handles displayed on the screen. Please do like, follow, and subscribe to our social media handles. A+ Softtech IT Consult. Innovative solutions with the difference.